showtime. It is showtime. Man, it is this week. Pitt is back in action this week, and damn, is it going to be a good one. Acrisure Stadium is going to be rocking. It's here, it's there, and don't worry, fans, Penn State can't win anywhere. It's now Pitt versus Notre Dame on the North Shore, College Game Day, Kirk Herbstreit, Pat McAfee, Desmond Howard, the whole crew is going to be there, along with ACC Huddle. They're going to also be there. Eric Taylor, the whole crew, Aaron Donald getting his number retired. What else could you want in the city of Pittsburgh coming up this Saturday? It's going to be bumping. It's going to be fun. Expecting well over 80,000 people on the North Shore. They've already started preparing for that. They're going to have a lot of people to start sizing up certain areas where College Game Day will go. It'll probably go towards the Champions Club area if I had to guess. But man, ladies and gentlemen, let the thunder roll. The things that it's going to get going here pretty quickly, guys. And man, we got ourselves an esteemed crew that's always back here. Eric will be on the show. Harry will be on the show. It's going to be a damn good show here tonight. I know you guys have plenty of questions in here as well. We'll go through that. Obviously, if you have not done so, like and subscribe down below. If you want to get your question up on here tonight with all the questions coming in here, because it is just certainly going right now. But man, if you want to get your stuff in here tonight, hit the super chat button down below. We will put you to the top of the screen because there's already over 70 comments in the comment section so far. So make sure you guys get that done. But the show, you guys always know, is sponsored by Colonial Beer, located at 4986 Library Road in Bethel Park, PA, 15102. Tremendous people, great pitmen. Bill and Alan are truly two of the best people you're ever going to meet. But anytime you can help out a small business, you always do so because it's a business in Pittsburgh and we take care of our own. But the best part is they're two great pitmen. Before you head down to the tailgates this Saturday for Pitt versus Notre Dame, make sure you stop at Colonial Beer. Plenty of different selections. Guys, they have everything there. The place is massive. So you can go in there, grab whatever you want. They're not going to be out of it. They got plenty of different selections through there. Make sure you guys jump on there and make sure you guys go down there and meet them. They're easy to talk to. Great customer service. I mean, the people that are in there and work there are truly phenomenal. I mean, top level to where you just ask them any question you want. They talk to you. That's the greatest thing about it. Colonial Beer, located 4986 Library Road in Bethel Park, PA, 15102. Next up, Thompson Law Group with Brian Thompson, an attorney on your side. Call them today at 724-799-8404 or visit them at thompsonattorney.com. Again, you guys got to meet Brian Thompson. He will be there this weekend. Again, like always, you'll have to meet him. Obviously, his esteemed crew, David, Kendrick, everybody, Henry, the whole crew will be there. You got to go make sure you go meet those guys. They're truly the best. They are truly some of the best Pitt fans around that you're going to be able to meet. Meet the esteemed crew that's there. They're awesome. We'll be tailgating together over on the Carnegie Science Center side, right where that, I think it's what, Gate C, I guess it is, right up there, like right next to the, the T station that's right there where all the students are as well. We'll be over there. Guys, come over, say hello. And also, make sure you say hello to Brian. Brian is one of the easiest people to talk to in the world, one of the nicest people you'll meet. But the great thing about Brian, unlike the larger law firms, he cares about you, the individual. He doesn't treat you like a number. He guides you through the process from beginning to end and make sure you get the results that you need in your case. Brian comes from a great family, has a great family, and does a lot of work in the community from where he's from. He does a great job. And again, you guys have met him before during the spring game, during the games, the tailgates. Meet him again this weekend because guess what? When you meet him, you'll want to talk to him even more, even afterwards. Thompson Law Group with Brian Thompson, an attorney on your side. Call them today at 724-799-8404 or visit them at thompsonattorney.com. Finally, the K Collection, the coffee brand by Austin Kitchen at www.thekingscraft.com. Again, my favorite, my go-to. The days of energy drinks are over. The AK Espresso, the K Collection, the backwards K Collection. You can get whole bean or ground in these bags, one or the other, preferably whichever one you want. I think whenever I spoke to him, the ground is the way to go because, one, they brew everything right there. They grab everything right there. They grind it right there and then put it in your bag personally. I mean, they're truly top of the line, one of the best of the best. Make sure you go online today at www.thekingscraft.com. Austin Kitchen, a Mount Lebanon Blue Devil alum, Coastal Carolina Chanticleer national champion, and now professional baseball player for the Seattle Mariners. Make sure if it can fuel a professional athlete, it can certainly fuel me and you. Make sure you guys go out there today. Go online today for the K Collection, the coffee brand by Austin Kitchen. Pittsburgh hometown hero at www.thekingscraft.com. Last but not least, the show is free. Down below, hit like, hit subscribe, and remember the new motto of the show: be good, be courteous, but guess what? Share the show. Don't be a hoe. Okay, make sure you guys do that, guys. And of course, we have our guy on here today, Eric from the Bird Cave. Eric,
let's fucking go.
Oh, baby.
Let's go.
Gear
we got Maddie Panthers joining in from an airplane.
Dude.
Everybody's on board, man. Let's go.
Oh, brother. It is going to be fun as hell. It is here. It is time. And, oh, man, we got to get Maddie Panthers up on here. Tuning in on an airplane game day. Let's fucking go. Man.
This is awesome.
Remember, guys, and again, while you're on here, don't be a hoe. Share the show. All right, we appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to the Bird Cave as well. We're going to get after it here. Harry will be joining us later on. And, man, Eric, before we get started on anything else, brother, what are your thoughts about College Game Day coming for this matchup, a top 25 matchup? Notre Dame right now ranked in the AP at number 9, Pitt ranked at 23. What are your first initial thoughts, brother?
Listen, I don't even know what to do with myself when I'm down there. I'm going to be down there. I'm definitely going to be joining JJ in the tailgate, so come on over, say hi, grab some brewskis with my brother as well. My brother's going to be with me. Listen, not only the College Game Day, but the ACC huddle. That just, I mean, with 2 national shows, and I've seen some people on the Twitters giving the ACC huddle some shit and everything. Listen,
yeah,
when your conference is at your game as well, that is 100% legit game, legit hype. And a little bit here, after a couple minutes, I want you to get through some other topics you want here too. I want to throw out a little challenge to the Pitt fans this weekend. So I'm excited, man. And I really, there's no words. Let's just get in and start talking what you want to talk about, man, because we are, yeah, there's my brother.
Yeah, there he is.
I don't know what the 2431 is, bro. You have to explain that one to me, man. I'm glad you're tuning in, man. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm just lost for words right now. Let me get a couple more sips in, and I'll loosen up a bit.
I know, man. We're gonna get extra drinks here tonight. We're having a little something on tap, guys. Again, got to get a couple of these up here. The city is going to be nuts this Saturday. Pitt with a gigantic game with a ton of national attention, and Pitt, and not related to Pitt, but the Riverhounds host the USL Eastern Conference Final for the first time. Couldn't agree more. McAfee has to do his show from Pitt as well. I know that is funny. Again, thank you for the super chat, John Waffle. We're going to be ready to go. Matt Good, hail to Pitt. Let's fucking go. I couldn't agree more. Man, it's going to be exciting tonight here, and we'll go through a number of different things. But first up, I mean, we got to talk about I do like some of the banter here in the comment section. I'm going through a number of stuff. We won't be able to get to everybody. We'll make sure we get to all the super chats, obviously. But we got some Penn State fans trying to talk about the ACC. Like, bro, the Big Ten looks like absolute dog shit right now, too. So it's like just the Penn State fans are just killing me. Don't have a conference win at all. You got to love it. Is it? Oh, yeah, perfect here. Is it Saturday yet? We're almost getting there, guys, man. It's going to be something. But to start off the show, I wanted to hit up real quick on one of the main topics, and that was Pitt didn't play this week, but it kind of felt like they did because there were numerous wins for Pitt across the board. Louisville loses to Cal in overtime. Trying to think who else. Louisville loses. Virginia loses. I mean, all of a sudden, you got plenty of people coming right back to where now Pitt, it really, I think, depending upon the percentages, I tweeted out last night that Pitt controls its own destiny. I think SMU or one other team maybe has to lose. But the thing that very stays consistent is that Pitt can really control his own destiny, and that's by winning every game. And some people, I saw Chris Dokish said, well, if they lose the Notre Dame game, it's not a big deal because they can still win out with Georgia Tech and Miami. That's correct, but also, too, we're not having any loser mentalities around here. We want to win every single game, and every game is a championship game. Every single game on our schedule is a game for us in the playoffs. Every game here on out is a playoff game, and we certainly got to show it here. So we're certainly pretty pumped about it as well. Eric, when you looked at this past weekend, things going right for Pitt, especially in the outside world where just the ACC, I mean, a lot of teams right now, and I might actually pull up here, see if I can pull it up. See if I can pull it up here. We'll go to ACC standings because I know we'll share the screen here. It'll be really good to look at everything overall.
Yeah.
Again, a number of one-loss teams in the ACC. Go through it here.
Yeah,
and
you
we'll
got
share
Georgia Tech, Virginia, Pitt, SMU, and Duke all are one-loss conference teams, 5-1 all the way down. Duke is 4-1.
Let's see here. Couldn't agree. Yep, you're right. Yep. And then we got it up on the screen here.
Yep, there you go.
That is the AAC. This is the ACC. But as you can see, it's a cluster. I mean, there's a lot going on here in the ACC. Coastal Chaos is back. Georgia Tech 5-1 in the conference, 8-1 overall. Virginia 5-1, 8-2 overall. Pittsburgh 5-1, 7-2. SMU 5-1, 7-3. Duke 4-1. They still have a couple. I think one more game than everybody else as they still have to play in the ACC. Yeah. But man, across the board, I mean, you've got really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd say 6 teams that are just damn good in this conference that have a chance. And even Duke still has a chance, even with their horrible loss to UConn this week. I think, if I'm not mistaken, here you still need. I can't remember who it was percentage-wise because the tiebreakers in the ACC are actually wild. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, a number of teams you look across the board. I said it a lot better this year. Probably not in the top 5 this year in terms of teams for the ACC. But the ACC is a lot deeper than what people thought and a lot more parity than what people thought. You're going – with us going into this really in these last really 3 or 4 weeks, Eric, you look at these teams. What are your initial thoughts of really these top – I guess really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these top 5 teams, and even Louisville. I mean, they got 2 losses. They could potentially get back into it. A good loss for Pitt, obviously. Yeah. But your initial thoughts of the ACC as we get down to the final 3-4 weeks here?
No, it is, and I would even actually go 6. I would have literally bumped Duke out and still put Louisville, Miami in those conversations.
Yeah.
Whether they get in a large bid, maybe Miami and Louisville might be the only ones that have a chance to get in that large, other than the ACC champion. But you're right. Pitt controls their own destiny. You know, right now, just be a top 2 team, so you get into the ACC championship game and then just let that go. Yeah, what Doc has said, it is 100% correct, but you are right. That's just an absolute loser mentality, and he's just doing to set himself up to bitch and moan about Pitt next week if they were to lose and win the ACC championship. Oh, but they can't beat teams like Notre Dame, blah, blah, blah. Just stop it.
Yeah, it never ends from some of these fans, and you know, for Chris Dokish, a guy like that, he never goes to any Pitt games. I mean, he hasn't been to Pitt games in like over a decade.
No.
So, I mean, he certainly likes to go online and just chirp. And you look at, he goes to message boards and all kinds of stuff because he's got to do it. But one of the things I did love, and I'll probably share it up on the screen here at some point. See if I can find it here. Bam Bradley. Bam Bradley's a hell of a former Pitt football player and a diehard Pitt guy. And he even said it's a loser mentality. You can't have that type of mentality.
No, 100%. Yeah. And so, hey, listen, he puts out a lot of special tweets, if you will. And that's all I'll say about that. He's Dockish. We have a segment, Dockish's dumb tweets. But going back to this, yeah, Pitt controls their own destiny. The game with Georgia Tech is bigger than the game for Notre Dame. But if you're looking at a program building game, if you're looking at an atmosphere that's going to attract players, you're looking at a game that's going to build you up nationally, regardless. This is the game. Yeah. This is a measuring stick. I am definitely standing on the hill of I think Notre Dame is one of the 3 best teams in the country by my eyeball test.
I agree.
And if Pitt plays with them, and they beat them, and I think they do match up well. But I'm actually going to bring out some strengths of Notre Dame, so things that we can look out for this weekend, because obviously there's no film to break down. But they can get in and play Pitt. It's just going to do nothing but build momentum into Georgia Tech and into Miami. You lose this first game, and if you lose it badly, you kind of creep a little bit of doubt into this upper echelon competition. I don't think that's going to be the case at all. So this game is important for the atmosphere, as a building up program, and especially with everything that's going to be there with the 2 shows with Aaron Donald, John Gruden. I mean, everybody here.
John Gruden, he's going to be there as well. That's a great call. I forgot about that too.
Yeah, this is a setup to take Pitt to the next level and build into next year regardless if they get to the playoffs, college football playoffs or not, this is a game that I think they need as an atmosphere builder.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And the atmosphere in Acrisure Stadium this coming weekend is going to be absolutely unreal. And again, some Pitt fans were hitting me up saying, "Hey, do you have any extra tickets or anything?" Being late to the party is never a good thing, guys. And I can tell you this, when you're going to these games, I was very much on the Harper of complaining about a lot of stuff that was going on early on in the season at Pitt. But guess what? Still went to every game, guys. I can tell you this. I'm just proud because there's a number of Pitt fans that reached out to me and said, "Hey, I bought my tickets 2 weeks ago." Obviously, we have a ton of season ticket holders, so that's going to be great than them showing up. But I mean, at the end of the day, this place is going to be rocking. I would imagine it's probably going to be a royal blue, rock the royal blue. And again, I posted a video early this week between Clemson and even the West Virginia game. Royal blue, it just looked phenomenal throughout the entire stadium. And I think here, I could probably share this right here. I thought Bam Bradley Bam Bradley is a tremendous Pitt guy. I mean, he roots for Pitt hardcore to this day. I mean, that's how much of a guy he is. He's up here. Again, if you don't remember Bam Bradley, tremendous early on player in the Pat Narduzzi era, really good football player. Obviously, retweeting all the stuff. Mood. Look at this, Bam Bradley back in the day. Yeah. One, again, a tremendous linebacker at Pitt. It was always fun to watch him, extremely aggressive. But one of the things I love the most, he brought this up here, just, loser mentality. And then, Pitt doesn't have to beat Notre Dame to win the ACC. And as much as it would feel awesome for it to happen, it may be better in the long run if they didn't. I don't know how it would feel better in the long run if they didn't. I have no idea how that would work. I mean, what is he talking about?
It's where he thinks he's smarter than he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regarding football. I'm sorry. I never met the man in person, but that's absolute trash.
Yeah. And I think that for starters, for Pitt to win out these games, you'd have ranked wins against Florida State, Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, and Miami. That's 4 ranked wins. And you look at your resume for the committee. I mean, that's about as good as it gets, especially if you don't make it to Charlotte. That's important. And I think that's a really good thing overall. So you would love to see that.
Exactly. That's a hell of a resume builder, including of those 4. Now you're going to have a top 10.
Exactly.
10, there's not many schools out there that can say that.
So excited about that. Plenty of different things to go through tonight. Obviously, I'm going to go through a number of stuff that we're seeing online here tonight. Again, the game on Saturday at Acrisure Stadium on November 15th at noon. Kickoffs at noon. We will certainly be down there at noontime, and will certainly be a good thing. Really pumped up for that overall. Guest picker, again, we'll go through a number of different scenarios, but if I had to guess, and I'm a betting man, he's getting his number retired. He's getting his jersey retired. Aaron Donald, Super Bowl champion of Los Angeles Rams, former All-American and football standout at Pitt, more than likely will be the guest ESPN College Game Day picker for Pitt, and that couldn't be a better one overall. From my understanding, I've been talking to a number of people and a number of sources at the University of Pittsburgh, and through a number of sources, it looks like Larry Fitzgerald will be back. Damar Hamlin will be back. Aaron Donald will be there. James Conner's expected to be back there as well for the game. There's a number of players coming back for these games. And again, Marquez Williams is supposed to be back. Bam Bradley's supposed to be on the sidelines. We're expecting a number of players back. Mick Williams supposedly back. Being told from a number of sources, and I've heard this from a number of different people now, Greg Romeus potentially coming back to the University of Pittsburgh for this game. If you remember Greg Romeus in the day with Dave Wanstead and those guys, tremendous defensive end at the University of Pittsburgh. Another comment here from Vinny. Pitt should play the old intro this weekend. College Game Day is coming and Gruden is going to be there. It just has to happen. I couldn't agree more. CEO Brian, obviously Brian Williams, thank you for the super chat, sir. Make sure you put your question in there. I'll make sure I grab it real quick and put it up on the screen. Remember, if you guys don't know, Brian Williams is BJ Williams' dad. Tremendous individual. If you see him, make sure you go up to him. Big guy. I'll tell you this, man. He could play. I mean, he looks like he played the National Football League. I mean, make sure you go up to him and grab him up. Great guy. I'm almost going off the rails a little bit here, guys. So bear with me. I'm going to try to hold myself back here on a number of levels. But Chris Dokas is what happens when you're an echo chamber for a long time. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more about this. I'm actually, Benny, I'm glad you brought this up because I tweeted this out here tonight, and I'm going to probably pull it up here. I did tweet out, let me see if I can pull up the notifications here because my tweet was just blowing up. Yeah, this thing's blowing up here. I'm going to pull it up here. See if I can share the screen here. And the old intro, I love this comment by Vinny. Great guy, by the way. Also, too, got to have some brewskis last night with him and his dad. It was a lot of good fun. Share my screen here. Share screen. And then here. And if you remember this old intro, I was big on this intro, all right? And I'm going to play this for you guys because, well, I don't know if I can because the Thunderstruck's on here, so I might lose it. But damn, I don't know if I can.
I mean, if you stop it and then just stop it a few times and they'll let it play the whole way through continuously, you might be okay.
I might keep the sound off here. That's probably what I'll do. But here's the old intro here, and it was just electric. I mean, this thing was absolutely awesome. You can imagine it. Thunderstruck is playing right now, but this is the old one here that I posted. Again, just awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know what, though? Well, you know what? We'll get one strike. I don't care. It's electric. I got to play with the sound on. I don't even care. It's electric. I'm going to do it. So that's it right there. That was the old intro, and they got to play that shit, man. I mean, if you can get that going, I mean, like right here, like Pitt, Van Hale to Pitt, chills. Makes me want to run through a wall.
Absolutely.
Love that intro. I mean, dude, it was electric. I mean, just electric. You got to be able to play that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's actually a good comment right here. They might be told to wear the blue pants by ESPN. That might make more of a contrast between Pitt's pants and Pitt's. I mean, that probably wouldn't be a big deal because obviously we wear yellow, they wear gold. I mean, there's a pretty big difference, but I think overall,
no stripe, yeah.
But I do agree with this. Is a good comment. If we do the rock the royal blue, that would be some sick shit. I mean, that would be electric.
You know what? I wouldn't even mind doing. You know, do they have do the all blue and then wear a blue helmet with gold Pitt? You know, if they have an all blue helmet, that would be pretty sick too.
I know that would be sick. I mean, yeah, see, Tyler here over on Facebook, my favorite intro they ever did. Couldn't agree more.
Yes.
Love it. Stadium would be loud. Couldn't agree more.
Especially if it's like kept a secret. And they just all of a sudden just start playing it.
Lou, pure chills. Lock the gates, Eric. Couldn't agree more. I mean, dude, I mean, oh my God. I mean, if someone ever handed me the mic, I'd be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Brian, make sure if you either got a question here, brother. Again, thank you for the super chat as always, brother. If you got a question or you got a comment or something like that, let me know. I'll put it up on the screen for you. But I mean, overall, I mean, that's a great comment though. Henny, the Panther Pit hitting the chairs to the beat of Thunderstruck will be very cool. Couldn't agree more. Sold out crowd with the intro, stadium would shake. I couldn't agree more, man. I mean, it's gonna be rocking, man. I think this is gonna be the one game because I hear from what I was told from the ticket office, it sounds like they're selling standing room only tickets to Pitt fans right now because their demand for it. They're paying over $100 in the clear for these things. We probably this may break the attendance record. We had an attendance record against WVU. This might break the attendance record. Just for how big this game is, how hyped this is. College game day, probably expecting 70, 80, 90,000 people down at Acrisure Stadium to listen to College Game Day. Also, too, if you have not seen College Game Day, you're unaware of it. I wanted to bring this up because I was told to. Pat McAfee has the field goal unit, basically has you go out, it picks a student, goes ahead and kicks a field goal. If you're wondering, there's an opportunity to do that outside Acrisure Stadium of the city of the Champions Club. There is like 40 yards of turf there. I'd imagine they're probably going to have it lined up right there to kick a field goal. If I'm not mistaken, too, I'm pretty sure they actually have a field goal post there. So it's going to be intense. I wouldn't even be shocked if that's all even closed down. Those roads may even be closed down during the game because you're going to have tens of thousands of people there. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Andy, thank you for the super chat, sir. If you got a question, put it up on the screen. Here is Brian Williams. I just need the fans to pack the act, brother. Hail to Pitt. Again, right here, this is BJ Williams' dad right here. Make sure, guys, we're packing the act. And Brian, let me tell you something. We're probably going to have closer to 70, 71,000 fans there. It's going to be absolutely nuts, brother. It's going to be, as I say back in the day, it's going to be the Ducks nuts, brother. That's just what it's going to be. Don't know if you guys know, this is the 50th anniversary to the day of Pitt's win over ND on 11/15/1975 and Dorsett's 303-yard rushing game. Well, I didn't know that.
Yep. So I want to, I think this is a good time. I want to bring this up, JJ.
Go ahead, brother.
With College Game Day and ACC Huddle going to be there. And I want everyone to send this out to the students there if you guys have contacts with the students and things. Because as fans, we're asking the players and the coaches to step up.
Mm-hmm.
They're asking them to step up because this is a big game. Because College Game Day and ACC Huddle is going to be there, I'm asking the fans to step up. I'm asking the fans to go. This is the fans' time to shine pregame. This is the fans' time to show what Pitt fans are all about, Panther Nation is all about, because these shows are here. You are going to help build that atmosphere for Pitt that's going to carry into the stadium. Don't be a keyboard warrior and then bitch and moan on Monday about this, that, and the other thing, especially because Notre Dame fans travel. And we're probably, I think JJ and I, we were talking over the weekend, I think we're probably expecting 10,000 Notre Dame fans. It's just how they are. They're they're nationwide, right? I mean, there's no doubt, and you got to respect that. So they're going to be there. Don't let them take over a majority of the stadium. And this is my challenge, everybody. This is kind of a fun challenge. I know this is more for the college students. We got Game Day. We got ACC Huddle. Let me see some talking football with JJ Kitchen signs make the TV.
Bro, I would die.
Get in the back, bro, and get those signs out there. Let me see don't be a hoe, share the show signs in the back. And we will post that stuff. I'm going to work with JJ here because, again, Disney's a bunch of jagoffs, so I don't get it. But we're going to work on getting this recorded, and we're going to play this. If we get on there, we're going to play this, man. Get some JJ Kitchen and don't be a hoe, share the show signs. Put that shit on TV.
And I'll even take it a step further. If I see a sign that says Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen on Game Day, or you take a photo with yourself of a sign that you make of Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen, and you tag me in it, and you're right by College Game Day, the actual stand where Pat McAfee and all them guys are, and you take a picture of it, and you tag me in it, I'll bring it even on the show. You'll come on the show with us, and you can do a live stream with us on the show, mention questions, whatever you guys want on here. If you take a picture of yourself with a Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen sign on College Game Day, or if I see you on College Game Day with it, you will be invited on this show, and you will be live on the show here with Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen. So guess what? Eric, cannot thank you enough for that, because I would have never thought about that. So appreciate you for that. If you do it, you get to go on the show here with us live on the show, no recorded. It's going to be live with us. Get me your thoughts. You get to answer your questions. And guess what? You can actually bring, whether you're on your computer or whatever else, you could bring friends on there, whatever you want to do. So I'll even step it up there. I'll bring you even on the show here, and we'll talk about everything with Pitt football and everything else.
Fantastic. Yeah, let's go. I want to see the representation, man. Let's go.
Couldn't agree more. And then to your point, I agree with you, Eric. It is the time to shine. And again, I'm expecting at least 55, 60,000 Pitt fans there, like a lot what we saw this past year with even in 2022. No, was it 22? Yeah, 22 with the West Virginia game as well. It's going to be pro Pitt, obviously. But the biggest thing is the royal blue, rocking the royal blue. I mean, I would imagine Pitt's going to put out something this week. Obviously, I saw some stuff this week about striping the stadium. Guys, you can't do striping the stadium the same week of it because it's too close together. It's too close. One, it wouldn't work. There's too much coordination going on with that. The easiest thing to do where it's a sea of royal blue. And you guys saw that a number of different times. I posted that from the last WVU game, the last Clemson game. Like that stuff's really incredible overall. Let me see here. Brian Thompson with the super chat here. 100. They should play the old intro. Also make sure the fans get in early. We've had enough games where we linger in and get inside the lots at 11. Couldn't agree more. That's a pretty good one too, because I'd imagine everybody else will be outside still. Plenty of different people outside for college game day and everything else, because I'm expecting a ton of people, brother. I'm expecting a ton of people for this game, not even going into the game, but for the tailgate. I'm already hearing from a number of different people, hey, Jay, couldn't get tickets, but everything's already sold out, but I'm definitely going to tailgate. The sea of royal blue will be there. But, Brian, I couldn't agree more. They should play the old intro. Also, make sure the fans get in early. We've had enough games where we linger at the lots. Get inside at 11. Couldn't agree more. And it's going to be a fun time early on down there. I know me and you personally. I know Brian will be down there like 6:45. I'll be down there early as hell. We're going to try to walk around a little bit before we start the tailgate, and then we'll go over to where I'll probably be over with Brian and then tailgating over there and just get to talk to a bunch of you guys. Parents will come by. It's going to be rocking, man. Man. I'm so pumped for this, man. This is so big for the city of Pittsburgh. I mean, this is just so big.
It's huge. 53 and sunny. 14% chance of rain, bro. That is football weather. Let's go.
Oh, brother. I can't wait. It's going to be so loud. Forget Sweet Caroline. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Forget Sweet Caroline. Play some Metallica or anything else from the 80s. The crowd has to be hyped every minute of the game. I couldn't agree more. We're not going to a family function. We're not going to a wedding. We're going to an actual ball game. We're going to war. Listen, we're going to war. All right. When they play that old stuff and we're getting on the screen, let me tell you something, guys. Get me and 5 other people, I bet you we could take over a country. That's what I'm telling you right now. We're going to be blaring, man. Couldn't agree more. I mean, one, Thunderstruck's always good. Shoot the Thrill. I mean, that's another one. I mean, get the people going. Metallica would also be great, too. I mean, there's a number of them that you can go through there as well. I am fired up already. Section 229 is going to be lit. Gary and 229, I'm not mistaken. I think that's actually my section there. So, Gary, I'm pretty sure that's my section right there, too. So, 229 will be lit, and guess what? We're not going to be sitting the entire game. It's going to be electric and be loud the entire game. So pumped up.
Yes.
Pitt's win over number 9 Notre Dame launched the next year's national championship run. Pitt won 34-20 and got us into the top 20, which became a final ranking of 15, highest since 1963. That is a great throwback thing right there. I did not know that. So hell of a job right here. That's a hell of a comment right there, by the way.
Got some historians in here. I love it.
Yeah, Eric. Put on your war paint. I couldn't agree more, brother. Let's go put the war paint on. Even game day will be in the stadium by 11. No excuse as a fan to be late, leave early. Couldn't agree more. I love this here. Again, thank you. No one should be sitting down. The stadium should be pulsating when they run out of the tunnel. Dude, the amount of times the players text me, they go, brother, just get they're like, JJ, you can do it. Get everyone up. Get them just bumping. It's just when they come through there, I want to see like that old intro, bro. I mean, like the stadium will be shaking. I mean, that's how much it'd be wild. Marlon Barnes Truther can't wait to line up with a sign as a student.
Let's go.
Let's go, brother. Let's go.
Lead it. Lead it.
Oh my God. I can't wait. But also, too, obviously talking about the game, I know, Eric, you talked about this, some of the strengths, and I think I looked at a number of things. I've already watched a little bit of tape of Boston College versus Notre Dame from a couple weeks ago. Started watching a little bit of the Navy game last night. Notre Dame took care of business last night. It was actually pure dominance last night. But 100%. Some of the things that Eric, when you look at this football game, what are some of the things that really stand out to you about this Notre Dame Fighting Irish team, which I agree, if you continue to watch them, it's a pretty damn good football team we'll be facing.
They're very good, and a lot of the NFL 4:00 games turned into ass for a little bit. So I actually was able to watch a couple games. I went back, I looked at the Navy game, Boston College, NC State, and a little bit of the USC game. They have those condensed games on YouTube, so I was able to go through those. Again, I looked at a couple games just to kind of get a picture, and I do recall watching some of these games when they were live as well, but I use these as a review. Notre Dame, offensively has a lot of playmakers. And Pitt can neutralize those with their aggressive style of defense that they've been playing all year, but it also could come back and bite them in the butt if they're not situationally cautious with what they call and when they call as far as the defensive calls.
Yeah.
Love, to me, is the best running back in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he had a freakish day yesterday.
Yeah, he is really good. You also have his name is escaping me, so give me a second here. Their other running back, Jadarian Price, is also good. Give you guys an example. Jadarian Price and Jeremiah Love both average over 6 yards a carry. That is insane. That's playmaking ability. They have 5 wide receivers with 21 or more receptions and 250 yards receiving. 3 of those receivers average over 17 yards a catch. This quarterback in this offense is not afraid to throw the ball down the field. And for how aggressive Pitt is on defense, and they better be as aggressive as they have been all year. Not like in Louisville when they were aggressive on first and second down, and third down they weren't aggressive, and then they got picked apart. They have Malachi Fields is a big 6'4", 225-pound receiver. You better give some safety help to someone like him, or he's going to have fade balls all day. They still believe. I believe their offensive line is big. It's strong, but the way Pitt's defensive line and their front seven plays, I think they can neutralize that to a point. Make Notre Dame be patient offensively, and I think you can actually have a lot of success with them from Pitt's defensive side. And I'll get into some of the offensive side with Pitt as well too. But offensively, Notre Dame does scare me. However, it's not like I don't think Pitt can beat them, because they can.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's one of the best running back rooms in the country. And I'm going to pull this up here. We'll look at the last couple games. But I mean, yesterday, obviously, if you did not see, Notre Dame won this football game. I mean, again, it was extremely excited to watch this game a little bit, because Navy has 2 running backs from Mount Lebanon High School, my alum here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So I was happy to see that. But the Navy midshipmen guys, they're a group of 5 team. Obviously the academies are a whole different world when it comes to recruiting players. Obviously, they're there for academics and to protect our country. So it's a whole different ball game. But even against Navy, I mean, C.J. Carr was only 13 of 16 for 218 yards. He did throw for 3 tutties. Kenny Minchie, 3 for 3 for 35 yards. Jeremiah Love in this football game, 13 carries for 94 yards, 2 tutties. Anais Williams, 5 carries for 72 yards. To your point there, Eric, he's a damn good running back there. Jadarian Price is also another one, 10 carries for 47 yards. So they got a stable of backs here. And the same thing goes, as you said, even receiving. Malachi Fields, 4 receptions for 97 yards. K.K. Smith, 2 receptions, 39 yards. Will Pauling, 2 catches for 29 yards. I mean, you got a number of guys. I mean, they are Notre Dame is always a talented football team. The question is sometimes, the thing that always goes back to Notre Dame is, can they win the big game? And a lot of times they can't. That's always been a problem. And obviously, dating back, I mean, Marcus Freeman is really the first football coach there since really Lou Holtz to actually take a hold of these big football games. So I think Notre Dame since 1985 was 0-15, 0-16 in New Year's 6 bowl games. And all of a sudden, Marcus Freeman comes in. They win 3 big games last year. They beat, They beat Indiana at home. Then they went on the road, beat Georgia, and then they beat Penn State to go to the national title game. I mean, Marcus Freeman, I think, has the potential to be Lou Holtz-esque in terms of football coaches at Notre Dame. That's how much I really believe in him as a football coach. I think he's that good of a guy, easily likable, damn good recruiter, but he has turned down multiple jobs to stay at Notre Dame as well, and I expect him to be there for a long period of time. So they're just some of the noticeable things that were there. Mm-hmm. And I think that when you look at these 2 football teams, there's a lot of great matchups, because one, you look at Pitt, they are a defense that's built on stopping the run. Again, their last game against Stanford, again, like it was Stanford. Obviously, they faced the midshipmen as a group of 5 team. Pitt only gave up, negative 10 rushing yards. I mean, that's a number of different things that goes through. Let me see here. I'm actually going to share. Look at this previous game, the previous group of 5 team. Obviously, they faced Boston College. We faced Boston College. So we'll take a look at that game here because that was a little bit closer than what people would have thought as well. And I think it kind of gives, I guess Pitt gives them a little bit of a blueprint on what exactly works and what doesn't work.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up here.
Yeah, and I watched that game too. It's like it was very sloppy from Notre Dame. And they still hit occasional big plays, but obviously they did not do them consistently. But yeah, there were some sloppy turnovers, and when we get to what Pitt needs to do on offense, I wanted to bring up that Boston College game as well.
Yeah, I see TikTok man 321. Everyone needs to bring a terrible towel. No, we are not the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do not bring a terrible towel. We are not the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a Pittsburgh Steeler thing. That is theirs. It's a lot like Renegade. That's their stuff. We're not doing that. That would make no sense actually. Obviously here. From not this week, but last week, Notre Dame took a hold and beat Notre Dame beat Boston College. Obviously, you can imagine Boston College 1-8. Really, this was a game that Notre Dame struggled for the entire game. I mean, at halftime, it was a 12-7 ball game. At halftime, at the end of the third quarter, it was 18-10. I mean, so this was at one point it was 12-10 in the third quarter. It was a very close ball game. I mean, people were shocked at how well Boston College played in this game. A number of different things I want to look at here. One, Grayson James was 25 of 37 for 240 yards. Boston College only ran for 12 yards rushing, so they did a great job there holding them up. G.J. Carr in this game, 18 of 25 for 299 yards, really threw for 300 yards, passing, 2 TDs. Jeremiah Love rushed for 136 yards. I think people were saying it's a little bit deceiving because I think C.J. Carr, Jeremiah Love had a 93-yard touchdown run. So you take away the 93 yards, you're really looking at, 43 yards rushing on 16 carries. Not exactly the best of the best, but he had a really long run there. So there's clearly something that we looked, and maybe we'll do a live show later this week that we'll, Eric, me and you can break down a little bit of tape from this game, because I think there's a lot of good stuff from this game that Notre Dame actually did pretty well. Obviously, they didn't do well stopping the run or running the football. I don't expect us to run the football very well against Notre Dame as well, just upon what we've seen during the year. But guys that I'm excited to see in this football game, Eric, is Desmond Reed will be back. Everything I've been told, Desmond Reed will be back. Rasheem Biles is back. Kyle Lewis obviously is back. Cruz Brookins will be back. I would expect we'll probably find out more during the week. I would expect Jaden Moore will be back in this football game. On the offensive side of the football, I think really Pitt's got to score 25-plus points in this football game to really have a chance to win this game. I think that, one, Desmond Reed and what we found with Ja'Kurian Boozy Turner and Joels Goff, in your opinion, when you look at this running back room, Eric, I'm very confident in this group. I think Ja'Kurian Boozy Turner is going to be a freshman All-American this year because of how he's playing. Do you feel comfortable with this running back group? And I mean, it kind of was it almost a good thing that we didn't have Desmond Reed because we knew what we had with Desmond, but the fact that we now have Ja'Kurian Boozy Turner to back him up, was it a good thing that, hey, we found another guy here in the backfield with Joels Goff? Yeah. We kind of got 3 pretty damn good running backs at this point that can actually catch out of the backfield too.
100%. And that's why I said, well, whenever, we were going through all those injuries with the linebacking core and things like that, but people that were not healthy a few weeks ago, we spoke about, Lindsey getting burned at linebacker, Poppy getting burned at linebacker. This is only going to help Pitt whenever they're down this three game stretch. And considering Turner was essentially the feature back, it's only going to help him situationally against Notre Dame, Georgia Tech, and Miami. So, yes, it's 100% good. I like the fact that they threw him the ball because I think that's what's going to happen a lot on Saturday. And we know what Reed can do, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, having game experience is only going to be beneficial to him because the situationally moments should not be too big for him, even though he's a true freshman.
I couldn't agree more. And I just think that you look at the room, it's done a lot better than what we think. And to your point, we know what Desmond Reed can do. You look at the offensive line, I think this is actually, you'd be surprised. I think this is going to be one hell of an opportunity for them to really put people in their place almost, to say, hey, people have been doubting us all year. What can we really do this week? From all intents and purposes, all those guys were in the film room this week. I think that they're going to take this as a complete challenge because, one, those guys that are on that offensive line, the leaders down there, Lyndon Cooper, Ryan Bayer, B.J. Williams, a leader, a 3-year starter on the offensive line for Pitt. You got Ryan Coretta and then Kendall Stanley back in this game. I think they take this as a personal thing. And in your opinion, we've seen the ups and the downs of this offensive line this year. In your opinion, do you think they take this as like a, hey, this is our opportunity to shut people up and to really prove what we can do? Do you think they take this thing personally and really get after it this week?
They better.
They better. I couldn't agree more.
They better. I honestly, I believe so. Any competitor will take this as an opportunity, as a showcase of their talent. Doing it within the scheme and the game plan that Cade Bell draws up. But I also think that is an important factor too, is Cade Bell can help them. I fully expect 45+ passes, maybe even more, from Mason Heichel, because what I do see is a lot of screen swing passes, which are extensions of the run game. Unless they dominate the trenches. Because I think ball control this week is more important than it has been every other week. Because I said of the big playability from Notre Dame. So yeah, the offensive linemen should take this as a challenge. I believe they will. But I also think they could be helped out with a game plan of a moving pocket, as well as some quick screens and some I don't want to see any of those grandma toss sweeps like we saw against Stanford. But any of these like quick screens or dump passes that will be an extension of the running game, just to get the running backs involved more in the game. And then you're going to create a little bit of doubt in the defensive line, as far as they just can't pin their ears back and rush, because they can get killed with those little swing passes.
Couldn't agree more. And there's a number of different things when you look in this game. To your point, I would expect us to throw in that 35-40 range as well, because of just what we have. I think when you look at Pitt, you look at a Cade Bell offense, to your point, we don't really have that. We're not that running football team. I think that's kind of been clear over the time period. Now, have we rushed for over 100 yards in the majority of these games? Yes. And I think it's been by committee. Some people don't realize that as well. The majority of what we've done to this point is rushed for over 100 yards on multiple different running backs. Ja'Kirian Boozy-Turner was really the first running back last week to have over 100 rushing yards himself. I think that's a massive factor moving forward. I think, again, with so many options at the wide receiver position, Kenny Johnson coming back, and he'll be healthy for this football game. He'll be ready to go. Blue Hicks. I mean, you look at the speed overall. I know that sucks. You're having a hard time.
Oh my God, this webcam is just terrible. Hold on. There we go.
There we go. To help out here with a great question here by Will, who do you see? Again, thank you for the super chat, by the way. Who do you see getting healthy for the game? We need all the help we can get. Rasheed Biles is back, as I said. Kyle Lewis, Cruz Brookins will be back at the safety position in this football game. Shadarian Harrison will be back. Up front, Jaden Moore should be back. We should have everybody. I think Blaine Spires will be back for this football game as well. You look at the offensive side of the football, Desmond Reed will be back. Kenny Johnson's back. I would expect, obviously, I don't think Jeff Percy will be back. We'll still be missing a lot of those number, 2 or 3 offensive linemen. But I think the majority of these guys, who were really tilted to get back for this season, should be back for this football game. And I think that this team, even without College Game Day, and this has been a fact even in the past week. We didn't even know about College Game Day till about yesterday. I heard some noise. But this football team was very much tuned in this previous week to tell everybody. This bye week, they were in the film room. You couldn't get Mason Heichel out of the film room. That's a maturity thing. You're not giving anything yet. That's great. We're on a 5-game winning streak. No one cares. The hype and all this stuff, and I want to tell the fans this as well. The hype and all this kind of stuff, that's for us as the fans and people that get to watch Pitt football, cover it. That's the good stuff. These football players, before all this stuff today, was already calling this a playoff game. They understand the value of this football game. They understand that Notre Dame is a top 10 opponent. They understand Notre Dame's a top 10 team in the nation right now. There's no extra needed motivation that they needed for this. This is all great stuff for the fans and stuff like that, for all of us to enjoy pregame, everything. But these guys understand that this is a tough football team that they're going to be facing. This is going to be a tough game
100%.
they're going to be in there for. I just think that overall, this pushes the Pitt fan base over the edge to where this atmosphere is going to be absolutely electric. I mean, it's just even from the beginning to end of this football game, it's going to be a hell of a football game. I really do. I think Pitt will come prepared for this football game. I think Pitt will want to get the bad taste out of their mouth from the last couple times they faced Notre Dame. The 2020 season, the 2024 season, I guess. Was it 2 years ago, 23 season with Signetti. The Pitt defense in that football game, I thought played pretty well against Sam Hartman. Just the offense couldn't stay on the field. It was a lot of 3 and outs. This is a team I think that's mature enough to where they're behind this quarterback in Mason Heinzel, where they got a lot of maturity. And even for a young football team, I've said it before, and Eric, you've said the same exact thing. Mason Heinzel's 18 years old, and he's taking that approach. I don't know if anybody watched the interview on 93.7 The Fan, but they even said, for a guy 18 years old, we were not expecting a guy that was going to be so polished and so mature. And, he's getting all this hype. But, I've met Mason's parents. I mean, 2 great people, Eric and Cindy. Let me tell you something. Even his sisters, they're keeping this kid grounded to where, hey, we always got a little bit of that humble pie. We're not here yet. We're not above anybody, not below anybody. We're right there with you. We're going to saw that wood. We're going to keep staying level-headed. We're not as good as they say. We're not as bad as they say. And I think that's such a major mentality of this Pitt football team after the Louisville game. I think the West Virginia game and the Louisville game will wake-up calls. They make a lot of changes, not just to the quarterback room, how they're calling plays, putting the right people in the right positions, and it really drove this team to be electric, and I think it has changed this team. In your opinion, Eric, does it help this team having a quarterback right now that is so mature and doesn't take one game too big, one game too little, but takes every game as a playoff game, in his opinion?
Yeah, because it actually will extend to the rest of the team too. Because he is so young, you even have your upperclassmen are going to say, well, if this 18-year-old freshman is thinking like this, I got to think like this, because he's also backing it up on the field. Even when he makes mistakes on the field, he's not flappable, at least to this point. He's staying even-keeled even when he throws the interceptions. He's staying even-keeled when he goes on those 10 for 12 for 180 yards and 2 touchdown streaks. He's, and that's what's been most impressive about him since the first time I saw him in the spring game. And it's all going to come from the linebackers on defense, from a leadership perspective, but the quarterback at any level of football feeds the rest of the team. And I think it's only going to be beneficial if he's in the film room, like you say he was, what you're seeing, what you're hearing from everybody. Yeah, that means the rest of the team is also in that film room. And when they're not in the film room, they're taking things home on iPads and they're taking a look at this. Yep. So I fully expect a prepared Pitt team, offensively and defensively. And I'm very curious to see how Cade Bell puts together a game plan against this Notre Dame defense, knowing that there could be some advantages for Notre Dame in the trenches, at least on the line. Doesn't mean Pitt can't do anything on it, but I think there's some things that Pitt can do that can take advantage of Notre Dame. But let's just see if they do it.
I couldn't agree more with you. And another super chat here from John Waffle H2P. Thank you for the super chat. I see Notre Dame fans bringing up 2020 and 2023. We literally had no QB in those games. It's on now. Let's get shut up those T-shirt fans. I mean, in 2020 we had Kenny Pickett, but it was that COVID year. You know what I mean? So, we all went through a bunch of stuff, and that was a crazy year. I think it was probably one of the most talented Pitt teams. Just didn't come together towards the end there. Mark Whipple was in his second year before the 2021 season, where Pitt goes on to win an ACC title. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's kind of how this Pitt football team probably sees it, is that Notre Dame fans just look down on Pitt fans and look down on Pitt teams. They think that, I think the majority of Notre Dame fans think this is going to be an easy win for them. That's kind of what I've been seeing all day today. Notre Dame fans pretty much saying Pitt's horrible. Pitt's not a good football team. Pitt can't compete with Notre Dame. We'll see if they're right. I mean, because you can tell the Notre Dame fans really have no respect for Pitt at all from what I've been seeing here today. I know for Pitt fans, they're ready to go, and they're certainly understanding that Notre Dame's a good football team, but I was kind of shocked to see no respect for Pitt at all, and that this is going to be an easy win for Notre Dame. We'll be able to watch it and see what it looks like, but certainly eye-opening to see the amount of Notre Dame fans, being very, very confident that this is a win for them. I was kind of shocked by that. I thought, hey, you never know. It could be a little bit closer than what people think. But I think the last 2 games, they're kind of like, hey, Pitt is Pitt. We're going to run through them. Are you a little shocked that Notre Dame fans are that confident about this football game? Or do you think, hey, they should be that confident, I guess?
I think it's it's twofold here. And actually, we do have a Notre Dame fan here that said that they are very worried about this game. So Justin K, Justin K. I'll just say that. Follow up with your comment there. Like, what is Notre Dame? What are you specifically worried about Pitt for this week? So I'm very curious to hear your take on this. I think with the majority of Notre Dame fans, if they're not worried about Pitt, I think that is more of the casual fans, and it's a reflection of the disrespect that the ACC gets nationally. And then you see Pitt, they're at the top of the ACC right now, but again, the ACC gets no respect. Pitt's not really talked about other than the Mason storyline, which deservedly, is deserved to get the headlines that it got. But outside of that, they're going to say, who did Pitt beat, because the ACC gets such a bad rep. So I kind of understand it, but I do think I want to say knowledgeable Notre Dame fan, because I'm not saying that the people who think that'll be a cakewalk are not knowledgeable. But I think that anybody that really looks at this with taking the fan glasses off for a minute knows it's going to be and should be a good game, because I think Pitt gives Notre Dame some issues, as well as I think Notre Dame will give Pitt some issues. And I just think it's a clashing style through both teams. So that's why I think it's going to be very interesting. But both sides should respect one another. And I think those that do, those are the fans. I think that the opinions really matter.
I couldn't agree more. And then got another super chat here from another Wombat. Thank you for the $10 super chat, sir. I'm pumped for this game. I better see everyone in the chat at Acrisure Stadium on Saturday. This is a must-win game for Pitt, I think. I couldn't agree more with you. People, again, I know people are like, well, then it's not a conference game. If they lose, they can still win the conference. I get that. But real championship teams want to win every game. I mean, that you want to win. This is why you go to Pitt, to play these big matchups, to have these games, the rivalry games. The only thing, that's why I tell people that gets me a little upset about the West Virginia stuff. They don't sell out their own stadium, but they always talk about attendance. It's like, what about winning? If West Virginia loses to Arizona State next week, that's 5 losing seasons in 7 years. I want the rivalry game to mean something. I want West Virginia to get out of mediocrity and actually be good. I understand they love to tailgate and just have fun for a couple hours and then go in and lose, but I want West Virginia to actually get good so the rivalry means something. This rivalry game here against Notre Dame means something. It's for playoff contention. I mean, this is a big-time game, even if it's not an ACC game. It's that big of a game, and I couldn't agree more with you, another Wombat. I can't wait to get in the stadium, and again, I've said it before, the sea of royal blue is going to be incredible. I mean, we saw it in 2022 against West Virginia. We saw it in 2021 against Clemson. We saw it in 2024 against West Virginia. We saw it again against Miami. I'm just pumped for it. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere, and I couldn't agree more with you. John Waffle with another super chat here. They respected Temple more as an opponent back in 2015. Let that sink in. I guess so. I didn't see that as much, but I mean, maybe, I guess. Let me see here.
Okay.
Let's see here. With college football, with college game day on site, how can we be in our seats 30 minutes prior to kickoff like Ironworks recommends? They're taking, from what I was told, they're taking they're taking the stuff inside. The last 30 minutes of the show is inside the stadium. So I think it's probably what they're thinking about. I mean, regardless, it'd probably be important to be in the game, in the stadium by like 11:30, I would think, and just get it rocking, because there's gonna be plenty of people outside, brother. I mean, there's gonna be probably 90 to 100,000 people there. Because remember, too, Pitt fans need to understand this too. Do you realize how many people are going to come out of state for this game because everyone shows up for college game day? Like, this is a big economy thing for the city of Pittsburgh too. I mean, all those people to go to forget the game, they go to college game day just in general. Yeah, here, noon game, they move in the last hour. Thank you, Marlon Barnes Truther. Noon game, College Game Day goes into the stadium with an hour remaining. It's going to be absolutely electric. Yeah, I want to see that Justin. Oh, yeah, here we go. Also worried about Pitt's passing offense as our cornerbacks are average beyond Leonard Moore.
And then he had a comment up there, too, about the linebacking core, especially loading the box to stop their run. And Justin, I could say this. I don't know if Pitt really loads the box in a sense, is more than they just crash it.
Oh, yeah. They're saying here, this is a Notre Dame fan. That's what that is.
Yeah, this is the Notre Dame fan who I asked about. He said he was worried about Pitt, and I wanted him to elaborate on it. And he actually has some great, respectful comments, and I understand that. Like I said, but Pitt doesn't load the box as much as they crash it. So that's why I'm saying there could be some traps or some other things that Notre Dame could. I'm not saying they will, but they could spring on Pitt. But if the pursuit of Pitt's defense, hopefully will negate all of that, because I don't think they really load the box much.
Yeah, and again, to your point, Justin, here, I actually think that Notre Dame's cornerbacks, I know you're seeing their average, I think they're pretty damn good. I'm to be honest with you, I think, especially till you watched it last year, how many true freshmen played the national title game all the way through the playoffs. I like them a lot. I think Notre Dame's got a stout roster, to say the least. Tony Saragusa had a great comment about Notre Dame and Pitt. Couldn't agree more. Brian Thompson, the show goes into the stadium at 11, not 11:39. Not 11:39. Yeah, well, I can tell you this. It goes in at 11, which is going to be awesome, too. So once they do all the field goal kicking stuff at like 10:45, I think it is, and then at 11 o'clock, they go right into the stadium. Get in the stadium at 11 o'clock. It's going to be electric. Getting into the stadium at 11 is the best. I mean, pretty much that's going to be electric there. Notre Dame runs between the tackles. I mean, that's all well and good. I mean, we've been stopping teams running between the tackles. Stephen Keel, I understand I get it. You're a Penn State fan. I get it. You guys haven't won a conference game yet this year. I mean, that's pretty comical in itself. Hey, but you guys were going to the national title game this year. Okay. Eric Heinchel, going to be tough to pay attention at work this week, brother. Hail to Pitt. Mason's dad in the chat here. Guys, let's get ready. Again, let's toss up a drink here, obviously, for Mr. Eric Heinchel right here. We're going to be supporting Mason at this football game. He's going to be ready. And, Eric, I couldn't agree with you more, brother. I'm going to be in my office all week this week going, is it almost Saturday? It's going to be almost Saturday. I can't wait to talk to my guys at work, man, Pitt guys at First National Bank. That's going to be fun, man, talking about this week. I know I'll be getting a lot of calls this week talking about the game. But, Eric, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your whole entire family for being great Pitt people, man, and just beyond proud of a guy like Mason, man. 18 years old, and just representing Pitt. I mean, like he's a redshirt senior. I mean, like it's been phenomenal, man. We're beyond pumped to have you here, brother. We're beyond happy to have the family here. We're beyond happy to have all of our Pitt athletes here because coming to Pitt, man, we got some great kids that play at Pitt, man. And I'm just pumped, man. You, Cindy, Sam. I mean, just the whole crew, man. Blessed to have you here, brother. I mean, just beyond thankful. Mr. Heichel, got a drink up there, brother. Appreciate you there, Fisher. Appreciate you, brother. And we got another super chat here. Let's see here. I know a number of comments here. Eric Heinchel, back at you. JJ, appreciate you, brother. Love you. We'll be talking to you before the game. I'll be around at get up to the tailgates. Where's my man here? Kendrick Thompson. I think we have to focus on the run game for Notre Dame. Both these running games are great. 2 freshman QBs also. Another great comment here. Appreciate you, Kendrick. Always putting in great stuff here. Couldn't agree more. We do have two freshman quarterbacks. Is that like normal? I mean, when's the last time we had these ranked matchups like this where we got redshirt freshmen? I mean, we got a redshirt freshman with Notre Dame and a true freshman. I mean, this is pretty awesome to be quite frank with you, because Notre Dame usually has those transfer quarterbacks. Heck, we've had a couple of transfer quarterbacks in the past, and now we got these homegrown guys being coached up by their teams. That's pretty awesome in general. Yep. Number of comments coming in here. Let's see here. Tickets for the upper level not sold out on the Pitt website. I agree that there's only one section. There's only a couple sections left that are there. There's only like 15 tickets left in each section. If you want to go to the game, guys, you better go on Pitt's website now and grab them. I can tell you that right now.
That's right.
Super chat here from Kish Sticks. Is it time to give Narduzzi his flowers? I don't think he gets enough credit. His teams never quit. This is a great question. So I'm glad this is brought up. Eric, we've talked about this before in the past. I think we talked about it last show. In your opinion, Carlo Zofko brought up, actually, yeah, we did. Carlo Zofko brought up and said, nobody circles the wagons like Pat Narduzzi. Do you think it's about time we agree with that?
I agree. And one of the things that I always like to look at and about anything in life is, like, adversity brings out your character, your true character. And when Pitt has faced adversity with struggling weeks, struggling games, the fact that Narduzzi does keep this team afloat, if you will, outside of a few years when there was, just injuries piling up and they just, weren't able to compete with their backups and such. The fact that they have just shows, when things are not good right now, let's just hunker down, come together as a team, and get to work. And then obviously they made the decision to move to Mason from Eli. So that was obviously a big decision that's obviously has worked out very, very well. So the fact that he was able to make some changes when they were 2-2, the team never really lost each other. I do think that is something that, regardless if you win every game 14-13 or if you're winning in the style that Pitt has been winning, it definitely deserves its kudos, because it's something that you don't see on a stat sheet. It's something that you don't see in highlight packages, that the way the team plays together. And I do think that obviously goes to Narduzzi first and foremost, and giving him his credit.
Couldn't agree more to you. And I do think this question here, I do say yes as well. You got to give him his flowers. This team was 2-2. I think that he understood if a quarterback change was not made, potentially not here next year. That's how serious I think it was, in my opinion, from what I was told and what I heard. I think you do have to give him his flowers for that. So I agree.
You do.
Another super chat here from Coffee, $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. I don't believe Notre Dame, and this is a great one from Eric's Breakdowns. If you haven't been on here before for the Sunday conversation, after we review a game, we have Eric's Breakdowns where he goes through a number of things on film and on tape. I don't believe Notre Dame has seen the type of pursuit and pressure Pitt brings. With Mason, this is a new day for Pitt, and this is our time. We will be there, bro. Share this show. Oh, yeah. Share the show. Don't be a hoe. Couldn't agree more, brother.
T-shirts, man. We're getting T-shirts.
Brother, we're going to make a T-shirt of that. Don't be a hoe. Share the show. You know what I'm saying, brother? I love this here. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for sharing the show as always. Again, guys, I've always said it before. Eric has said it early on. Don't be a hoe. Share the show. Appreciate you guys.
That's right.
But we've got that one in here as well. We'll take a couple more questions here because now we've reached the hour mark and we're getting towards that Steeler primetime game here. A couple good stuff in here. Want to get a couple of comments in here. WRW Pitt, you have a great son. Talking about Eric and Mason Heinschel, you have a great son. Welcome, Eric. Money Mason will be a Heisman candidate preseason next year. I actually do agree with that.
I agree.
The O-line is what will make the difference on Saturday. Again, I agree. This is a great game that can put Pitt on the football map. It means a lot. Donovan Reed, let's go Pitt. Couldn't agree more, brother. Let's go Pitt. Mason is better. Plus, he's a Panther. Couldn't agree more. Decaf 18, an Irish fan here. How do you guys feel about this being a noon kickoff? To me, this should be a primetime game. I can tell you this from a Pitt's perspective. We are not happy about it. This should be a 3:30 or night game. But the problem with us here is that the Steelers do play the next day at 1 p.m., and that's kind of what affected this. And a perfect example, if this would have been a night game, oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my. Thank you again to the Notre Dame Fire and Irish fan here. Thank you for the great comment, respectful comment, and appreciate you guys as well. We are on board with you, brother. We would have loved this to have it been a 3:30 or night game. I couldn't agree more with you. Should have been an 8 p.m. game. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, and you would think that NFL would have some type of, again, NFL's kings, but you think they'd have some type of flexibility to shift the Steeler game to a 4:25 game to help out as well. So have two back-to-back, a 3:30, 4:25, but here we are.
Let's see here. Another super chat here from MWay96. Thank you, sir, for the $10 super chat. Who do you think the game day sign should be targeting more between Penn State, West Virginia, and Notre Dame? I say PSU, kick them while they're down. That is pretty funny. There will be some very creative ones up there between that one, the West Virginia stuff, Notre Dame. But, I mean, it's just going to be, I think, all the signs. It's just going to be there. This is my first time because as a kid, I didn't get to go to that game when College Game Day was here. And College Game Day was here for the 2022 game against West Virginia, but it was more of like on a Thursday night, like half of College Game Day. They were in the stadium. They picked Pitt to win. That was pretty awesome. Pitt did win that football game against West Virginia. And it was awesome. But I'm just excited to actually be around them and actually get to see the show in person, just to feel the electric atmosphere. And then also too, John Gruden being there. John Gruden's gonna be walking around the tailgates with Barstool Sports.
Let's go.
The viewership for this game also too, I would imagine it's probably gonna be over 5 million. I mean, this is gonna be great for Pitt because obviously with the revenue share, this is gonna be great for Pitt. I can tell you that it's gonna be awesome for us. With all the what's it called? All the viewership, which goes into play with how much each team is paid out.
So I would say this, and to follow up that with the sign thing, I'm not gonna discourage any fun signs against Penn State, West Virginia, or anything. Notre Dame, I think obviously it's the spirit of competition. Students will be students, and there is a lot of creative signs out there. And again, please have at it.
Yeah,
like we said at the beginning of the show, man, I want to see Talking Football with JJ Kitchen. Don't be a host, share the show signs. That should be the target moving forward. This is the best Pitt talk in this area. Let's celebrate this versus Penn State, West Virginia, because in all honesty, unlike we see the Penn State and West Virginia fans in the chat, and listen, we love them coming in and talking. We don't care. I don't care about Penn State, West Virginia. Let them talk because they're miserable.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Again, all the Penn State, West Virginia fans are all upset because we as Pitt fans don't talk about them and don't acknowledge them. I couldn't agree more. Let's talk about us. Let's talk about us in Pitt. And again, we'll be looking, and I will be reviewing the tape, and I will be around. And if I see a Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen and you tag me on X and you're following me, I'll tell you what, we'll get you right here on the show. And
I will also extend them a Steelers talk or anything else on the Bird Cave as well, too.
There you go. And then you get to talk about Pitt sports, and you get to head over to Bird Cave and join on there to talk about the Steelers. I mean,
so for those signs, represent Pitt, represent this show. The hell with Penn State and West Virginia. Let them be miserable by themselves. It's all good.
Couldn't agree more. Some more ones coming in here. Rudy was offsides. Jesus. Jesus Christ. I love our Pitt students, brother. I love it.
You know what? That would actually be a funny sign. Rudy was
Yes, offsides. That would be a funny sign right there.
Illegal formation 45 on Notre Dame.
Archie Donald 5, I think rankings are looking at how we are doing with the QB change. And since I agree, I think that's why we're getting to be where we are because of the quarterback change.
Yeah.
Is it true that Gruden petitioned Sieg? If so, what's your personal opinion on that impact? George, that's 100% true. John Gruden did make a personal phone call to Matt Sieg and talk to him because, one, John Gruden coached at the University of Pittsburgh back in 1981, I believe it was, 1981. Yeah. Was on a tremendous staff. Jimmy Johnson was on that staff. Marvin Lewis was on that staff. A whole bunch of people were. One, it is true. That's a massive impact. I think it actually helps out a lot. And also, John Gruden did talk to him about why he loves Pitt, why he's really good friends with Pat Narduzzi. They're very close to each other as well. And then also, he did talk to him schematically about why he would do well in Pitt's defense, and then went over a number of different players, the tens of players that were DBs under Pat Narduzzi at Pitt and Michigan State, and why it's important and why he would go to the National Football League in Pitt's system, along with playing offense and defense. So it is true. I think it has a massive impact. Anytime you have someone who's coached in the National Football League, has won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I think that means a lot, guys. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. Eric, what do you think?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Listen, the support that they're getting, that Pitt's program is getting right now is just insane and it's positive. Win or lose on Saturday, this is just a good thing for the university.
Yeah. And
like I said, for Gruden to, again, I get with personal friendships with Narduzzi, and he did coach here 1 year. We have Fisher 38R saying he under Paul Hackett thing. So thank you for that. I was not aware of that, but it's good to see that support coming in, and it's only going to help the university moving forward.
Yes, Couldn't agree more. And with all the notoriety, the revenues can be brought into the city of Pittsburgh in general, but the revenues can be brought into to the University of Pittsburgh here this coming week, and this weekend is going to be incredible.
Absolutely.
Gibby 1028, a Pitt fan here, just got my tickets.
Let's
go. Fucking go. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. A couple other comments in here. David, love the program, JJ. Do you know how many recruits will be hosting Thanks Hell to Pitt? Brother, I would imagine they're putting a list with probably between last week and this week. I'd imagine there's a lot. We'll be able to go through that through the week. I'll probably check with Eric and Harry to see if they're available during the middle of this week. Maybe we do a live stream on Wednesday or Thursday of this week. Maybe do something, we catch up, talk a little more about ball, or I'll do a recorded show. We'll do something there, but we'll probably find out more during the week. Well said, Matthew Good here. Well said, Eric. Represent the show. Appreciate this show every week of the season. Awesome to talk Pitt football. Thank you, guys. No, man, we appreciate you guys. Me and Eric and even Harry and Carlo when we're on here. We can't thank you guys enough, man. This show is what it is, because not because of what I do, not because of what Eric does. It's because of what you guys do and bringing great energy, man. And the reason we do this stuff is to talk about Pitt, man. You know, it's been a long time coming. People pushed me to do this show for a long period of time. I kind of put it off, didn't think it'd make too much of an impact. You know, I still got a long way to go to make that kind of impact. But, man, I can tell you this, man, we're just blessed to have some damn good football fans here, man. I love Pitt, man. Someone asked me today, and they're like, hey, I said Pitt is it. And they're like, hey, is this like a recruiting thing? I said, nah, man, I'm happy to be a Pitt man, brother. That's what it is, man.
Yeah, and I'll just take 30 seconds as well. We appreciate that, Matthew, considering I am not a Pitt guy. I'm just a Pitt fan, and I've been a fan for a while. And the fact that JJ and Harry welcomed me into the Pitt community, invited me on the show, and then everyone has supported and welcomed me in this community. And I see a lot of you guys tuning into the Bird Cave as well to talk Steelers and other things. So I'm just glad that we're all becoming a big community here where we could talk football. Obviously, Sunday nights is all about Pitt. And anything else on JJ shows about Pitt. You know, we do some of that in the Bird Cave as well. But I'm just beyond thankful that I've been accepted into this community. It's awesome. 100% awesome.
Couldn't agree more, Eric. And again, I'm just pumped that you come on the show, brother. I mean, again, you play Division I football for a reason, and your knowledge is through the roof. So I'm beyond thankful to have you here. Eric Dengler here. I respect Notre Dame and West Virginia because they aren't scared to play. Very good point. Also, too, I respect Notre Dame because they actually want to play against USC, and USC is running scared. USC, all you fans out there, all you USC fans, you're running scared. Play Notre Dame. Last but not least here, I think that's it. Man, we had 11 super chats tonight. Good Lord almighty, guys. I can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah, can I say that, too? That is one thing I do respect a lot about Notre Dame. Is every time I turn on the TV or see them on Saturday, they're playing somebody. They're not playing FIU and Villanova. And, and William and Mary A&M and Boston campus football team. You know, they're not playing New Hampshire A&M. Like, they're playing legit football teams. And you know what? That prepares them for the playoffs, and I think that's why they made that run last year. So I respect the hell out of Notre Dame for the way they schedule their football schedule. So yeah, much respect there.
Couldn't agree more. And again, good comments here to finish up the show here. Gruden's love for Pitt is legit and cool to see on a national stage. My boy Derek, my boys are planning to be in line to get the tailgate started by 5 a.m.
Let's go.
It's going to be wild. Brother, if you're down there by 5 a.m., I may get down there at 5 then. I'll tell you what.
Brother, let's go.
Brother, oh my God, I'm just ready. If someone was in the house here, I'd probably tackle him. I swear to God. Let's see here. Glad to have you, Eric. Hell to Pitt. Couldn't agree more, man. Glad to have you.
Will. Appreciate you, Will.
John Waffle, the train of evil. Which fan base is worst? I don't know. I mean, I don't even, to be your point, brother, I just don't care. I just don't care what they think. You know what I mean? Like,
whatever answer you pick is right.
Yeah. At the end of the day, at least we're playing, we're going to have a hiatus here against West Virginia, but I hope they focus more on winning. Hopefully that becomes an important factor later on down the road. But
yeah.
Guys, it has been one hell of a show. We are at the hour 19 mark. The Steelers game will be starting here in about 10 minutes. I want to let people go. Enjoy the game here, Sunday Night Football. But, man, Eric, cannot thank you enough, man, for jumping on the show, brother. Guys, the show is what it is because of you guys, and can't thank you enough for the comments. Eric, before we hop off, make sure tell them where they can find you and where they can subscribe to you at.
I appreciate that, JJ. Yeah, on the Twitters, you see my handle there at Bird Cave. And we also have the YouTube channel, Bird Cave. We do our lives on Monday, so we'll be talking about the Steeler game here tomorrow night with my boy GB and others. We also go on Thursdays. That's more of a looser thing, depending on everyone's schedule. We like to preview the following week's game, and look for us on Twitters and everything else. We post stuff throughout the week, but yeah, hope to see everybody on our channel as well. But obviously, please keep supporting JJ. If you're not subscribed already, man, subscribe it. And I cannot wait to have beers with all you guys down there on Saturday. Be down there with JJ. It'll get the first time we'll get to meet all of you guys in person. It's going to be a hell of a ride, and I cannot wait.
Ooh, man. It's going to be fun, man.
Let's some
go.
Beers. Let's go.
See you Saturday, baby. Let's go. The energy is going to be legit. Great show tonight. Thank you, WRW Pitt. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you for all you guys. Thank you, Fish, for supporting the podcast, man. Let's go, Pitt. Guys, it's been another episode of Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen. Again, make sure you go over, follow the Bird Cave, follow them tomorrow, talk some Steeler football. Make sure you go over there. They are the best at talking about it. Don't give you no bullshit, talking about you the truth. Make sure you go over there, subscribe to his show, watch them, him and GB. I know I will be watching all the stuff about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Guys, again, don't be a hoe. Share the show. It's been another episode of Talking College Football. For myself here, JJ Kitchen, and Eric from the Bird Cave, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Talking College Football with JJ Kitchen. As always and forever, hail to Pitt and hail to the city of Pittsburgh. I'll see you guys next time.
Go.